Hi, and welcome to Energy Tariff Experts presentation for the HeatSpring Solar Startup Competition. We're going to walk through this agenda, introducing you to our company and talking through some other aspects about what makes us different, how we get paid, who we work with, etc. Energy Tariff Experts was founded in late 2012 by James Bride, who has extensive experience in the energy and environmental industries. A lot of people ask us, what do? We do consulting, answers around rate and tariff questions. We have rate and tariff data products, and we do modeling. A lot of modeling to take usage data, solar output data, and put it into dumps. A common question we're asked to answer is, what's a kilowatt hour of solar production worth? It depends. We build a model. That model is the sausage grinder there, where we take all sorts of different input variables and translate them into dollars. And again, that model is very dependent upon key assumptions and oftentimes a wide range of potential financial outcomes for a PV system. You can see this here slide. We show a flow chart of different variables, important variables, and how they impact in this case, the terminal value or the cumulative 10-year cash flow of a PV system. You can see that it's really important to find the important variables and stress test them across a range of potential values to figure out what the range and financial outcomes could be. Understanding load shape is really important too. You can see here on the x-axis we've got hour ending, on the y-axis we've got kW for this load profile. You can add superimpose the solar array output on top of the load profile to get a composite output. But you may notice that in some markets, net export can actually be a problem for customers with deregulated supply contracts due to the way the wholesale and retail markets interact. As a result, it's really important to understand customer constraints and figure out what that optimal PV system size is. Solar demand charges, as many of you know, is complicated. This graph here shows a load profile for a warehouse in California with a rooftop PV array. And as you can see, solar is generally pretty helpful during the peak period. You can see that one day, that blue line there, where the load comes up in the last couple hours. Maybe it was cloudy, maybe it was a passing rain shower, who knows? But the demand charge savings from solar is highly variable, so it's really important to run some analysis around that. You can see in this case, the peak period, you get some demand charge savings, but in the mid-peak period, in the evening there to the right, you're really not saving anything because the sun has already set. Also, it's important to understand the relationship in wholesale power prices and how they filter into retail rates. This graph here is showing the cost of delivered gas to New England on the x-axis. That's based on forward prices, Henry Hub plus basis futures. And on the y-axis, we're looking at forward wholesale power prices. You can see that the relationship of power in New England and also in New York ISO and PJM is essentially linear based upon natural gas futures. So it's really important to understand how these wholesale rates filter into retail rates and what that means to the way your price is going to behave for your avoided costs. What's in the distribution rate? Does it matter? It may. Depends on the market. So one of the things we do is disaggregate rates into their components to understand what the drivers are and how they may impact your financial assumptions for your project. Rate optionality. This question comes up a lot. Am I on the right tariff? It depends. Some places you have optionality, like in California, SCE, there are a couple of different rates that could potentially be open to PV customers. What makes us different? Rates and tariffs are all we do. We enable well-informed decisions supported by rigorous analysis. Plus, who else has time to study rates and tariffs? Honestly. Business model. We're structured like a traditional consultancy. We get paid hourly rates, fixed fees for defined scope of work, or fee plus bonus. We give you information analysis and you pay us, presuming you're happy with the work we do. Without us, a lot of times people make bad decisions. So it's important, if there's a lot of dollars at risk, if it's a big financial investment, it's important to have good data. So one of the things we do is replace fuzzy math and rules of thumb with rigorous analysis. Market well in our Excel Ninja, maybe you don't need us, but if you're a newbie, you should ask for help, especially if a lot of money is involved. Who do we work with? We work with end users contemplating investments in distributed generation, investors who need due diligence advice, developers who are new to a market, or engineering consulting firms that need to bring in a subject matter expert. Thank you for watching, and we hope to work with you at some point in the future. Take care.